triumphant engagement, thank heaven. I didn't mind working to empty houses, but when the ushers disappeared, that was too much.
It's a luncheon, Miss Fitzgerald. Everybody in the town's down at the river.
Well, they can jump in as far as I'm concerned. Where's Pop? I'd hate to miss that.
Oh, the Major. He was here a minute ago.
Sally, my pet. My favorite daughter waiting patiently for her errand old father.
Oh, Pop, I thought I told you to stay out of those pubs.
And why malign the innocent pub for their of warmth, cordiality, and friendship?
I hope you weren't so warm and friendly that you forgot to buy our train tickets.
As a matter of fact, my dear, I didn't buy the tickets.
You didn't buy them?
Sally, I have a little surprise for you.
I haven't forgotten your last surprise. What kind of trouble are you in now?
None at all, my dear.
What have you been up to?
You wait and see. Will you step into my barouche? You can open them now, Pet.
What's this?
The Bonnie Brig Inn, packed every night with workmen from the shipyard.
You don't mean I'm going to sing here?
Of course not. Your singing days are over. You're in business now. This snug little pub is yours.
Mine?
Yes, my pet, all yours.
You bought this place?
Indeed I have. It took all the money you had in the bank, but still I managed to swing the deal.
You're the one who ought to swing.
Sally, my pet, it's an excellent investment. Opportunity knocked. There I was, ready.
It's too bad Opportunity didn't use a sledgehammer.
Pet, after all, I was only thinking of you.
You've been thinking of me ever since I was old enough to stand in front of an audience and support you. I wish you'd begin to concentrate on someone else. Who sold you this charming little pub?
Right over there.
Good afternoon, Major.
Good afternoon, madam. Sally, this is Mrs. Callahan, the owner of the Bonnie Brig.
At least I was until this afternoon.
How do you do?
How do you do, my dear? You don't know what it meant to me when the Major bought this place. Not that I hadn't been happy here, for I have. I'm not as young as I was, and ever since Tim passed on, well, it's been rather difficult. And the doctor told me I'd have to go to a warmer climate or... well, now I can go, thanks to you. God bless you both.
I hope you'll be very happy, Mrs. Callahan.
Thank you, my dear. Goodbye. Goodbye, Major.
Goodbye, madam.
Poor old lady.
Perhaps I drove too hard a bargain.
We might as well make the best of it. The Bonnie Brig's ours, whether we like it or not.
Well, me sweetheart, did it work?
Did it work? Fancy selling that dirty old shilling for 3 times the value.
Oh, Annie, you're marvelous.
Well, I wonder how you're supposed to go about running a pub.
Simple, my dear. A beer, my man.
Pardon, please, I understand that you're the new owner.
That's right.
Well, I'm Hector Peake, salesman and collector for the Gibraltar Brewery Company. Now, if there's any way in which I could be of service, just let me know.
You might tell me what to do first.
Well, maybe you'd like to meet the customers.
That's a good idea.
Well, I'll introduce you. They're all good friends of mine. Gentlemen.
fool?
Doesn't take me long to find that out, does it?
If you know a Scots lassie, you'll do no good around here.
But I've got Scotch blood in me, too.
I've heard that one before.
Aye, they all tell us that.
My grandfather was Scotch. Hey, listen to this. We come, a grand old Scottish stock with the souls in our blood. Our family all answer to that grand old name, Macmud. We're canny folk and thrifty too, that's always been our boast. But the bagpipes Grandpa left to us are what we treasure most. He won the Battle of Waterloo with his tooraloo-raloo-raloo. And what was he called to the hullabaloo? Grandfather's bagpipes. For when we want our chickens to lay a couple of dozen eggs a day, we march around the yard and play Grandfather's bagpipes. We use them as a teapot, a vacuum cleaner too, a watering can for the garden, and we use them to sweep the flue. At the end of time, as sure as you're born, when Gabriel's tired of blowing his horn, what'll we hear on Judgment Morn? Grandfather's bagpipes. Maxwell's and Blaze are burning, any hard to do. What was there that Annie Mary give me her promise true? Give me
Clydebank is the shipbuilding centre of the world. We'll make a fortune.
Beers, Gracie?
2 beers.
No, I'll pay for this.
Thanks, Tim. Here's your change, Tim. Just as good as the real thing.
It will be, if ever we go back to work.
You will. They'll have to start building ships sometime.
I hope so, lassie.
Yeah. You better have something to eat with that beer.
You've been a good friend to us, Sally. And we'll not forget.
If it hadn't been for Sally here, we'd gone short of more than drink.
You know, wives know that too.
Stop it or I'll be sprouting wings. Extending credit is just a good advertisement.
Since when do you have to go broke to advertise, Sally?
Who's going broke? The Bonnie Briggs is sound as the Bank of England. Well, practically.
The Egyptian waterfall, landed from my old friend, the Maharaja of Savoda. Cut.
King of Spades.
Not good enough, old boy. The ace of spades. You know, I hate to take this.
And you're not going to. Father never plays for money.
Oh, you don't, eh?
Well, about the time he broke the bank at Monte Carlo.
He gave that back. He didn't want to see the casino go bankrupt.
Oh, thanks for the game, Major. I'm aware he knew.
See you later, Mac. Pop, you better not play cards with the boys anymore. You're too lucky.
Oh, I wouldn't call it luck, my dear. The Maharaja once said I was one of the greatest card players he'd ever set eyes on.
Yes, and if he was wise, he'd never take his eyes off you.
Sally, that hurts.
Here, and these won't make it feel any better. For years I've wanted my name on the top of a bill. There it is on top of 60 of them. I'm afraid the Bonnie Brig's sinking and we're going down with her. What a great financier you turned out to be.
Well, was I to know they were going to stop building ships the moment we bought this wretched place? I can make a mistake, can't I?
You certainly can. You've had plenty of practice.
Very well. If you think that I'm a millstone round your neck, I won't drag you down any longer. You go your way, I'll go mine. Goodbye, daughter.
Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look after yourself. Think of me sometime.
Pop! Come back! Oh, why? I'd be lost if you weren't around getting me into trouble.
My child. Pet, why not let this foul little hostelry sink and go back to London? I'm certain I could get you a date at the Palladium.
It's a long walk.
An undeniable fact. I'd forgotten the state of our financial condition.
I wish I could.
Sally! 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 Look at this! We're going back to work!
Our troubles are over. This means good in the house again.
And about time, too.
I always forget whatever it looks like.
I'm beginning to think I was on the dole for life.
Now we can pay you what we owe.
Thanks, boy. I'm afraid we're not out of the woods yet.
Why, what do you mean?
Did any of you read all this?
But there it is in big print.
Not quite. Listen to this. Parliament has referred the question of further shipbuilding on Clyde side to a committee of experts headed by Lord Alfred Randall, and will act on his recommendation. With national finance in its present condition, however, a favourable report cannot be anticipated.
In plain language, what does that mean?
It means it'll be a long time before they build any more ships on the Clyde.
It doesn't seem right. We're entitled to work.
Can't this fellow Randall give us work if he wants?
But he's not going to.
Well, boys, it looks as though we stay on the dole.
What do you mean? Do you like it?
No. We want to work.
Well, why don't you do something about it? Why, you boys are the greatest shipbuilders in the world. Britain owes you a lot, and you ought to remind her of it. If I was in your shoes, I'd go up to London and see this Lord Randall. Let him know how bad conditions are. Demand work.
She's right, Lord. If we don't speak up for ourselves, we cannot expect anyone else to.
A fine chance we'd have of getting in to see his lordship.
We'd probably all end up in jail.
By gum, if my job depended on it, I'd get in to see Lord Randall all right.
Aye, the lass has more spunk than all of us. Aye, and she speaks better than the lot of us, too. Why, what about sending Sally to see Lord Randall?
But I'm not the one to go. It's a job for one of you.
But you're one of us, Sally.
His lordship would listen to you.
They're right, Sally. You can't refuse. It's your duty. Why, you could take a petition signed by every man on the Clyde.
Good idea, Major. Come on, Sally. You can't let us down.
All right, I'll go.
Let's get to work on this petition. We'll get every name in Clyde Bank in no time.
And sign can make a cross.
Make it stop at no sense. Come on.
Down here, if you want your jobs back. We're sending Sally to London.
Sally, who?
London, the Bonnie Brig.
Oh, Harry, we'll soon get that nice on you.
did you get here?
I persuaded our good friend Hector that London was no place for his fiancée to go to unchaperoned.
Just what did you tell Hector?
Now, Fit, don't get excited. It was for a very good cause.
What good cause?
Well, don't you see, my pet? Once in London, we can resume our theatrical career.
Oh, I see. You mean we never go back to Clydebank?
Precisely. We leave our financial embarrassments behind forever.
Listen to me. I may be crazy, but I've taken on a job for those fellas, and I'm going to see it through.
But, my dear, the whole idea of a woman like you going to see Lord Randall, why, it's impossible.
When there's a man involved, nothing's impossible for a woman. I must see Lord Randall. I have a petition here signed by every workman in Clydebank.
Well, if you leave it with me, I'll see that it goes through the proper channels.
But I must give this petition to Lord Randall myself today.
I'm sorry, Lord Randall is engaged.
Then I'll wait.
I'm very sorry, but on Tuesday, Lord Randall is tied up all day with his board of directors. I'm very sorry, but on Friday, Lord Randall is...
Yes, I know. He's tied up in blooming knots.
Now, are you ready to give up this wild goose chase? Or do you want to spend another week in this office?
I will if I have to.
Yes, Sir John. Yes, I believe Lord Randall arranged to be at the Argyle Club. Yes, Sir John, the Argyle Club.
Sonny, going.
I'm about to call on Lord Randall at the Argyle Club.
I doubt it, my dear. No woman has been allowed inside the Argyle Club for over a century.
Oh?
Why not drop all this and let me see Joe Black at the Palladium?
We've been all through that. I'm going to get into that club somehow.
Not unless you wear trousers.
Trousers? Stop! You're a genius! Oh, come on!
Just like old times.
Well, what can I do for you?
Ben, don't you remember? Sally Fitzgerald. Songs, dances, and funny sayings.
And some of them weren't so funny.
True, Ben, true. That's why I left behind the footlights forever.
My Sally, how I'm glad to see you. And you too, Major.
Thank you, Garber.
You know, the last time I heard of you, you were barking for a steel act in Brighton.
Pop got a lot of applause in that act from the seals. Ow, 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 ow.
I fail to see the humor of your remark, Sally. That engagement was the result of economic necessity.
Oh. Well, Sally, I suppose you're going back in the show business, eh?
In a way, and you can help me.
Anything in the shop yours, from the Queen of Sheba to Little Bo Peep.
Thanks, Ben, but I want a pair of striped trousers and a morning coat.
For the Major?
No, for me. I'm going to do a little impersonation.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sally, I haven't got a thing in the place to fit you.
Oh.
Now, I could fit him all right. Here, wait a minute. I got the very thing. Alec Presto left an outfit of his here.
The magician?
Yes, what an act he had. Oh.
That's nothing to the act I'm going to put on.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stuyvesant is no longer a member of the Argyle Club. He's just been married. Yes, sir?
I'd like to see... I'd like to see Lord Randall.
Your name, sir?
Aldershot.
Sir Richard Aldershot?
Quite.
Well, Lord Randall isn't in the moment, Sir Richard.
Well, I'll wait.
Very good, sir.
I say, Aldershot. Did you say your name was Aldershot?
Well, I think I...
Oh, it's so silly of me to ask. Would have recognized you anywhere. Aldershot Jaw and all that sort of rot. I'm Forsyth, Babington, friend of your governor's, great friend of the old boy. He's always talking about your exploits. The ones in Africa, of course.
yes, quite.
We don't talk about the other ones in front of the old lady. You know, she's broad in the but not in the mind. Great girl. The old. Just got back, haven't you?
Yes, quite.
Let's have a drink then. What do you say to a spot? I've just been celebrating with a couple of... One of the boys resigned. Got married. Had to. Had to resign, of course. Didn't have to get married. I mean, that's one of the things he figured out for himself when he got alone with the girl, because nobody else can settle it. So, well, what do you say?
Oh, well, I don't think that just now.
But I insist. You don't come back from Africa every day, you know. I after all, take care of these. Will you, George? There's always time for a quick one. Have to put you up to this place now. You're back all the time. Quite a refuge from designing females.
And did you see Charlie's expression when he had to say, I will? Oh, I nearly fell off my pew.
What can I get for you, sir?
Double whiskey.
And you, sir?
Double whiskey.
And you, sir?
A double whiskey.
To do that throat of yours, good sir.
I say, Staplefield, I'd like you to meet Aldershot. Just back from Africa. Safari and all that sort of rot.
Oh, indeed. I spent 20 years in the bush myself. How did you get on with your Swahili?
Oh, fine, great. Got 20 miles to the gallon.
My dear young man, you obviously didn't get very far into the dark continent, or you know the Swahili is the argot of the natives.
Yes, well, what Aldershot probably means is that every time he goes out with a Swahili 20 times, he has a... I say, Jenkins, there's a time and a place for a little squirt.
He's asking for trouble.
By Jove, you'll get it, my man, you'll get it. I say, did I or could I have been mistaken?
Well, cheerio.
Cheerio.
Well, cheerio.
Best thing for that's another drink. Fill him up again, Jiggy.
Yes, sir.
Try a cheroot. All the shot.
No, thanks. I have a touch of jungle fever.
Fever? Best thing in the world for fever. That's why I started smoking them.
Oh.
Yeah. You've never smoked anything like that before in your life.
Rather reminds me of a fire in the African bush.
How'd you like it?
I think I prefer the fever.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I say no offense, old boy. Aldershot's quite a wag, you know, quite a wag.
Yes, but 150 shillings a hunt, huh?
That's right, put it down there. Can't I have a drink without something in it? Waiter, bring that one here.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I forgot I had the thing with me.
The African rope trick.
Amazing. Perfectly amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
They never look the same when the launder gets through with them.
I have the same trouble with my buttons.
Well, cheerio.
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 I say, Aldershot, do you do this kind of thing often?
Not oftener than I can help.
A pineapple. I've seen it done before with bananas, never a pineapple.
I think I need a drink.
Fill them up again, Jenkins.
Really must be going. I have to meet Lord Randall.
Oh, Randall won't be in this afternoon. Got a committee meeting at his house.
His house? Oh, I've forgotten. Where does he live?
10 Brook Square. Lovely place.
Pembroke Square. Lovely place.
Make it snappy, Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
Very pretty, too.
I forgot what's wrong. You've forgotten your drink.
Yes, but I say, old boy, we can't have you running away just as we're beginning to. Why, even old Sourpuss over there, he says that you've probably got more in you than meets the doing. By Jove, you have.
Waiter, bring me a drink in the bathroom.
I brought him back.
Come along, young man. You mustn't run away without drinking a toast to Lady Argyle, the first and last woman ever to set foot in this club. Lady Argyle.
Lady Argyle.
Lady Argyle.
Well, young man, what's this?
Good-looking woman, Lady Argyle. Oh.
My goodness. Did you see that? If you must go through with this, let me handle it and settle it once and for all.
And just what do you think you can do?
At least I can get you past the underlings into Randall's presence. Servants know instinctively they can't trifle with me. My good man, be so kind as to...
Tradesman's entrance in the rear.
What colossal effrontery.
You were right. He didn't trifle with you.
I'll teach that upstart to keep a civil tongue in his head.
I said tradesman's entrance in the rear.
I heard you the first time, you buttling buffoon. I'm no tradesman. I'm here to see Lord Randall on business. Important business.
Then may I suggest you take your business round to Lord Randall's office? That's why Lord Randall has an office.
I don't like your tone, my man.
If I may say so, I don't find yours particularly invigorating.
I say.
Oh, this is lovely. On our first day in London, I get you invited to sing at a swell party, and you go and scream yourself into a case of laryngitis.
Can I have it if you infuriated me? Besides, I didn't want to go and sing at that old Lord Randall's party anyhow.
Oh, you didn't? Well, it would have been swell publicity, and baby, you need it.
Listen, you, my fan mail is bigger right now.
I know. You're big stuff in America, mister, but over here they don't even know you're alive.
I don't care what these foreigners think.
Honey, will you be a good girl and go in there and apologize to Lord Randall and his sister? Then maybe she'll invite you again.
Oh, all right.
Ah, that's more like my Linda.
How else that's that?
Hey, that must be the old boy now.
Oh, I see Randall patronizes my old tailor.
Put them back. Do you want to go to jail?
All right, Linda. Get out there and spread it on thick.
Randall. You all know it, Randall, aren't you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I reckon I ought to introduce myself. I'm Linda Marsh, and I'm just frustrated because I can't come to your party tonight. Laryngitis, you know. And so I just simply had to come over and tell you how sorry I am myself.
I'm afraid, young lady, you...
Oh, beastly, Miss Marsh. I hope you recover quickly.
Oh, you must be Lord Randall's sister. Oh, you're being just terribly nice.
Not at all, Miss Marsh. You must sing for us when your voice returns.
Oh, thank you ever so much. I'd love to. You're just too sweet. Well, you know, I reckon I ought to run along now, or else I'll miss my train. You see, I'm off to the Riviera to recuperate. Well, goodbye now.
Goodbye, Miss Marsh.
Bon voyage.
Victoria Station. Now, will you kindly explain what that was all about?
She has laryngitis.
But I haven't.
I failed to follow you, my pet.
You may not know it, but you all are looking at Miss Linda Marsh. Yes, sir. Here goes.
I believe I've lost the use of this foot permanently. I never could stand cheap shoes.
Well, if you hadn't insisted on hiring that cape, we could have taken a taxi.
One should be correct even when hiring clothes, my dear. A taxi. A 10 a brook a square.
10 Brook Square?
Don't quibble, my man. Take us there. What is the charge?
Blimey, I ain't put the blinking flag down yet.
Don't worry. We shan't report you. I hope there won't be any unpleasantness.
All we have to do is get past that door, and I'll head straight for Lord Randall.
Kindly inform Lord Randall that Miss Linda Marsh and her father, General Marsh, have arrived.
Oh, why, yes, sir. About this afternoon, sir. My deepest apologies.
Quite all right. I like a bit of fire in a man.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we're in.
Indubitably, my pet. Now what?
Now we find Lord Randall.
Don't be alarmed. Let him do for welcome.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I thought you were Linda Marsh.
Oh, you all mean my southern accent? Oh, shucks, I only use that when I'm in the mood.
How delightful.
Isn't Lord Randall here?
Oh, Alfred's always late at his own parties, but he'll be along any minute now.
So anxious to meet him.
My dear, he wouldn't miss hearing you sing for anything.
Oh, I almost forgot. This is my father, Major Marsh.
General Pumpkin. I received my new commission by mail this morning.
I just can't keep track. Papa's always being promoted.
How wonderful, General. I'm just mad about the military.
I'm an honored man.
Now, come along and meet the others. And I do hope you're in the mood to use your southern accent, Miss Marsh. It's so colorful. Now, let me see. Who should we start with first?
I say, that must be Linda Marsh. And who is Linda Marsh?
Yeah, she's a raid of America.
And this is Lady Tricia.
Charmed man.
Oh, I'm mighty glad to meet you.
Really? How quaint. And what part of the South do you come from, Miss Marsh?
Oh, all over. There are marshes everywhere in Dixie.
It's a low country, ma'am.
Ah, General, you must see the changing of the guard while you're over here. I don't believe you have that custom in America.
No, ma'am, we never change guards in America. When we're through with them, we just throw them away.
How extraordinary.
Johnny? Oh, hello, Patricia. Yes, darling. Yes? I want you to meet Miss Linda Marsh, the American singer. This is Sir John Treacher.
Well, I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance.
How do you do?
And this is Miss Marsh's father, General Marsh.
Oh, yes, General. You have quite a record, I believe.
Sir, there's not a word of truth in it.
General, I don't know whether or not you play cards, but we are getting up a little game in the other room if you should care to join us.
Well, my experience with games of chance is very limited. Still, I don't mind sitting in for a while.
Oh, Papa, I don't think you better. You've not been very well lately, and right now your condition is precarious.
Nonsense, honey. Never felt better in my life. Shall we, Sir John?
Quite, General. Excuse us, ladies.
Marsh, when are you going to sing for us?
Oh, I really think I should wait for Lord Randall.
Oh, never mind waiting for Alfred. He just test jazz anyway.
You sing, Miss Marsh.
Oh, what? She's going.
Do you know the jitterbug?
Play it.
I got the jitterbug. I got the jitterbug. First I want to go gaga. Then I want to go hot chip. Then I want to go zaza. Otherwise I'll feel fine. Oh, I got the jitterbug. I got the jitterbug. Want to go woogie woogie. Doing a flat foot boogie. I'm just a Harlem Suji. Otherwise I'll feel fine. I don't need old Dr. Doom to make me feel okay. I just take a tablespoon of swing 3 times a day. Oh, I got the jitterbug. I got the jitterbug.
ladies. I hear the party's in full swing. Swing is precisely the word for it, my lord. I'm afraid I'm as conservative in music as well as politics.
Play, Danny boy.
Right. We'll really swing it.
No, play.
Thank you, Miss Marsh.
It was wonderful.
After the remark I made, I imagine that song was for my benefit.
Yes, it was.
Well, it was a delightful surprise. From what my sister said, I had a completely different picture of you.
And what was that?
Well, I had visualized one loud and artificial. But after hearing you sing, I'm sure there's no sham about you.
I hope you won't be disappointed.
Well, I'm sure I won't.
Lord Randall, may I speak to you alone for a moment?
Why, of course. Shall we go into the library?
Sorry, Lord Randall. I'm sorry, sir, but this is most urgent.
I'll be right with you, Drake. Will you forgive me, Miss Marsh?
Of course.
madam, it's the same old story since the world began. A man, a maid, and a moon.
You mean boys meet girls?
Well, that's one way of putting it. But, madam, when I look at you, the spirit of Don Juan breathes again.
Don Juan? I once had a rumba teacher by that name. Do you rumba, General?
His Lordship's apologies. He regrets that he was called away on important business.
But he is coming back, isn't he?
I doubt it, Miss. I believe his Lordship intended going directly to his country house tonight.
Thank you.
Will you dance, Miss Marsh?
No, thank you.
If anyone had told me a man could draw that many aces, I would have called him a liar.
Oh, you'll pardon me, Sir John, but have you seen my father?
My dear lady, I'm sorry to say that I have.
I think you'll find him in the conservatory, Miss Marsh.
Thank you.
Madam, don't you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, and I ought to slap your face.
Papa, are you in here?
Yes, my dear, I am. And Miss Randall is with me.
Oh, pardon me, Miss Randall, but we really must be going.
But, Pet, the night's young.
I know, Papa, but remember what the doctor said about your bedtime. You do remember, don't you?
Yeah, now you mention it, I do. Good night, Miss Randall. This has been an unforgettable evening.
Good night, General. It's been delightful, Miss Marsh. Of course, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Oh, the General's promised to bring you down to my brother's country place for the weekend.
How nice. Good night, Miss Randall. Come along, Papa. I'm sure you've been out much too long already. And I was just ready to talk to him when he was called away. I let him slip right through my fingers.
Cheer up, my pet. You'll have a chance to speak to him over the weekend.
You know very well we wouldn't dare accept that invitation.
Well, why not? With that singer on the Riviera, we'd be perfectly safe.
How about money? We'd look great hitchhiking down to Lord Randall's estate looking like a couple of fugitives from a rummage sale. And we can't depend on Bengava for any more outfits.
I think this should adequately take care of our needs.
Where did you get that?
Now, Pet, don't get angry. Sir John named the stakes himself.
Pop. You're an old dear. But don't ever do it again.
Voila. Now try it. Bon.
Bon nothing. That's perfect.
Ah, the Côte d'Azur sunshine cures everything, from the broken heart to the broken neck. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Thank you, Doctor. Bon voyage.
Ah oui, oui. Bonjour.
Merde, cet Américain, ils sont tout fous, voyons. Comprends pas.
Linda, a little something's happened.
What's up?
Now, don't get excited, Linda. Be calm.
I am calm, but I won't be if you don't tell me what's the matter.
Well, dear, it seems there's been a little trouble back in London. It says here...
Let me see that. Say, what is this?
That's French, dear.
Why did they print the paper in a foreign language? Read it to me.
That's what I was going to do. Last evening, Miss Linda Marsh, the American singer, was the guest of honor at a reception given by Miss Patricia Randall, Lord Alfred Randall's sister. Miss Marsh entertained with several songs.
I wasn't even there.
That's exactly the point, darling. Listen to this. Miss Marsh and her distinguished father, General Marsh, are to be the guests of Lord Randall over the weekend at his estate in Berkshire.
Oh! You mean someone's posing as me?
I'm doing a good job, too.
But nobody can do this to me. Call the police. Call the ambassador. I'll have him exported.
Linda, please remember your laryngitis.
You shut up!
Oh, this is going to be jolly, Sally. Nothing like a weekend in the country to tone one up.
Look, Pop, this is no pleasure trip. It's dynamite, and we've got to see Lord Randall before it blows up in our faces.
That's not a very pretty picture, Sally.
And it's not a very pretty situation. Here, start chewing on that.
What for?
You're supposed to be an American, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
When that wears out, here's some more.
I can't for the life of me understand why Americans like this nauseous stuff.
Wait, we're here.
Well, sir, was the demonstration satisfactory?
Oh, quite good, quite good. Not a bad little car to knock about in. I was thinking of something more luxurious.
But, sir, this is our best model.
Oh, indeed, yes. Well, perhaps I'd better on specially built. I'll let you know next week.
Very good, sir. Yes, thank you, sir.
Strange. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Are you sure this is the right house?
I'm certain. But this is hardly the kind of reception I'd anticipated.
I wonder what's happened to everybody.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I once read a murder mystery which started like this.
Nonsense. You don't really think?
It's happened before.
Perhaps we'd better get outside and ring again.
Let's get outside anyway.
Steady, my pet. Steady.
Oh, look!
What's the matter?
Swallowed me gum.
Hello, Linda. Hello, General. Dear me, it's really so comfortable I think I'll have it on. Caparelli did it, you know.
Suits you fine.
What a shame you missed the air raid drill. We've got the cutest little bomb-proof shelter you ever saw. I'm an ARP warden, you know.
Oh, congratulations, ma'am. I'm sorry I didn't arrive in time to see you in action.
Oh, you will, General. We have these drills regularly. They're such larks.
Excuse me, Miss Randall, but they're ready.
Oh, good. Back in a moment. Company? Now, let me see. Is everybody here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Dear me, I could have sworn I counted 17 when we went down. Well, it doesn't matter. Now, company, attention. Gas masks off. Company, dismissed.
Thank heaven we've got a navy.
Hello, General. And how nice to see you again, Miss Marsh.
General, how did the drill look?
Ma'am, I couldn't have done better myself.
I'd love you to take command of the next one.
I'd be honored.
Oh, Betty! This chap's been just dying to meet you. Oh, Betty, I want you to meet Miss Marsh. This is Mr. Forsyth.
I say, haven't we somewhere before, or what?
Why, no, I don't think so. That is, I'm sure we haven't.
Sonny, never forget a good-looking pair of faces. Faces worry me. Can't endure it unless I can put my finger on a face where I want it. I say, wait a minute. By Jove, I almost had it then. I can't endure forgetting a thing. Drives me absolutely off my nuts. Crackers. Crazy.
Come along, Betty. You're crazy already.
Remember you yet, Miss Marsh. You see if I won't give you a moment, and until I do.
Oh, don't mind Betty. He drinks so much he has hallucinations.
I don't mind. I haven't seen Lord Randall anywhere. Doesn't he drill with you?
Oh, Alfred just won't take us seriously. He's in the library working like mad. Steamships or something. Come along, my dear, and I'll show you your room. Come along.
Mice?
Oh, sir, I fear Miss Randall left part of her platoon below, sir.
This is intolerable.
I'm very sorry, sir.
I've been down in that black hole for hours.
Miss Randall missed you, sir.
Yes, and by Jupiter, she'll miss me from now on. I'd sooner be bombed than go down that foul shelter again.
Spoken like a soldier, sir.
And if I'd known you were up here, I would have stayed down in that rat hole.
No, Sir John. Don't tell me you're going to be a bad sport over that paltry amount you lost in our little game last night.
I'll prove to you whether or not I'm a sportsman, sir. I'll sit down with you right now for any stakes you care to name.
Okay, kid. Sir.
Just a minute, Miss Marsh. I've been lurking in the shadows waiting for you. I have to talk to you. Alone.
Maybe some other time. I'm on my way to see Lord Randall.
Randall will keep. I can't. I'm on the verge of an emotional precipice. One little push and I'm... Were you ever in Pernambuco?
Pernambuco? Why, yes, I've been there. Sure, that's where we met. Now, everything's all right, isn't it, Mr. Forsyth?
No. It's worse. Because, you see, I've never been in Pernambuco. Were you ever in Mexique?
Look, Mr. Forsyth, do you all really want to know where you saw me before?
Oh, passionately.
Well, there's one sure way to remember.
Yes. What is it?
It's all a matter of circulation. If you can get enough blood into your brain cells, you can remember anything.
How do you do it?
I always stand on my head.
And that does it?
Never fails.
Are you positive?
Mr. Forsyth, if you stay that way long enough, something's bound to happen.
By Jove.
Come in.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. In fact, I wanted to see you to apologize for my sudden disappearance last night. You know, I've been working all hours, ever since the government asked me to make this shipbuilding report. Sit down.
Oh, Lord Randall, I have something important to tell you. I hope you won't misunderstand.
That sounds rather intriguing.
You see,
Excuse me. Hello? What's that gun here thing? Please speak more plainly. Yes. Oh, yes, she's here. It's for you, Miss Marsh. New York calling.
New York? Hello? Hello?
Sally, this is not New York. It's me, upstairs.
Prudence, what's wrong?
There's a crisis. You haven't told Randall who we are, have you?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
If you do, we'll both be thrown out. Listen, I became involved in a game with Sir John and found out too late that I got a rheumatism in my right hand.
You'll have to speak more clearly, Prudence.
I lost and signed the check in the name of Marsh. I'll go to prison for forgery. You can't tell Randall.
But I have to.
Listen, all I'm asking is for a few hours. I'll win that check back tonight. Then you can tell Randall.
Oh, all right, I'll wait. But if you get into any more trouble, you needn't expect any help from me.
Not bad news, I hope, Miss Marsh.
Oh, no. No, my sister Prudence just had a baby.
Ooh, congratulations. I hope the news has not been too much of a shock for you, Miss Marsh.
Oh, no, not at all. It was a bit sudden, but I suppose everything will be all right.
Oh, sure it will. And now, my dear, what about that serious matter you wanted to discuss with me?
Oh, that, yes. Yes, I did want to talk to you, didn't I? Well, you see, Lord Randall, Oh!
What? You're all right, Miss Marsh?
I think I'm going to faint. There are pink and black spots in front of my eyes.
Sit down. Here, take some of this. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you, Lord Randall. I guess the shock of becoming an aunt was a bit too much for me.
It worked! At last I remember where I saw you. You remember when you told me to stand on my... Well, I did. For 15, on the bottom step, of course. Your face rose up before me like a... I recognized it immediately. Most amazing thing I ever heard of. It was in Pernambuco, costume ball at the embassy.
Oh.
Why, Miss Marsh?
And I've just revived her.
Oh, baby!
But I have to speak to you for a moment.
Certainly, my pet. You'll wait for me, my pumpkin.
Always.
Have you got your check back?
Not exactly, but I'll get it back before the weekend is over.
Well, that won't be soon enough. I've just found out Lord Randall is making his decision tonight, so I'll have to talk to him right away.
But, my dear, I'll be arrested.
Ever since I can remember, you've been getting into trouble, and I've been getting you out of it. But this time, it's something important than you, Pop. I can't sacrifice the welfare of everyone in Clydebank just because you've got yourself into a mess.
And to think my own daughter would stand by and see me incarcerated like a common criminal. Oh, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child.
Pop, what can I do?
Just give me a few minutes. Sir John's itching for another game.
Supposing you lose again?
Impossible, my dear. My rheumatism has completely vanished.
All right, go ahead and get the check back, but don't tell me how you do it.
Thank you, my pet. I knew you wouldn't fail your father in a crisis.
And unfortunately, of course, I had my rifle sighted for 350. Instead of... Well, that's Pernambuco for you. Oh, Miss Marsh! There you are. I've been telling these people about Pernambuco.
Well, Daddy's been regaling us with the most lurid tales.
Oh, Pernambuco, dashed loveliest place in the world. Tropical women and black-eyed nights. Black-eyed women and tropical diseases and all that. You know, it's amazing how you've changed. Hair used to be olive. Skin used to have olive hair. All of it. But the eyes. Never forget those eyes. Dashed loveliest eyes in the... You remember that night?
Can I ever forget it? That's perfectly romantic.
Do you remember that piazza where we danced?
Oh, I just love that old piazza.
You did? And those 15 peons beating away on their mazumba, their marab. Well, anyway, they were beating about on their things. And do you remember that tango they played? Your favorite.
You all mean in Pernambuco?
In Pernambuco? By Jove, that's it. I say, maestro, do you know in Pernambuco? Oh, definitely. Now, I say, shall we?
Oh, really? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm dying to see you.
Oh, please, Miss March.
Yes, I won't take no from a dancer. Hold on.
I always say there's nothing like risking a packet on the turn of a card to quicken the pulse.
Or harden the arteries.
Very good, Sir John, very good. Would you care to try?
Well, I seem to be a bit short. I shall have to put up the check you gave me.
That's quite all right. It's as good as gold. The Egyptian waterfall. Learned it from my old friend, the Maharaja of Saboda. Will you cut, Sir John?
King of Spades.
No. Too bad. Too bad.
Just a minute, sir. You haven't looked at your card.
Oh, of course. The ace of spades. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Just a minute, General.
I'll cut again and put out my personal cheque for £500.
I'm sorry, Sir John. I always make it a rule never to take a cheque. Good night, gentlemen. Good night.
By Jupiter, what extraordinary.
And so, gentlemen, having studied the question, I've come to the conclusion that the best policy will be to resume shipbuilding activities at Clydebank. No one here can deny that fact. But, unfortunately, we cannot afford the luxury of the best policy. I'm sure it's sufficiently clear to all of you here that the condition of our budget would not admit of such a large expenditure at this time. And so, I'm sorry to have to recommend no resumption of shipbuilding at Clydebank.
Oh. You got that? Efforts crowned with success. Returning tomorrow. And, operator, charge this telegram to this number. Thank you.
I've been looking all over for you. Did you get the cheque back?
Fret no more about the cheque, my pet.
Thank heaven.
Yes, and furthermore, I've got great news for you. Lord Randall has decided in our favor.
Oh, Bob! Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I've just telegraphed the good news to Clydebank.
Good night, Alfred.
Good night, William.
Good night.
Good night.
Nothing more to be said.
Good night.
Good night, Alfred.
Good night, boy. Excuse me, my lord, but a young lady has just arrived who calls herself Miss Linda Marsh. That's odd.
That's what I thought, my lord.
Well, we'll soon settle that.
No little tramp can go around using my name and get away with it. I'll persecute her.
Prosecute, darling.
Persecute, prosecute, execute. I'll get even.
Darling, lower your voice. Don't forget Lord Randall's a gentleman.
Look, you, I've known plenty of gentlemen, and they're all the same.
You wish to see me?
No, I want to see Lord Randall, and right now.
I'm Lord Randall.
Are you sure?
Perfectly. Are you sure you're Miss Marsh?
Say, listen, I know who I am, but I want to tell you something. You can't...
Linda, please. Lord Randall, what Miss Marsh is trying to say is we believe you've been entertaining an imposter.
Yeah, and I'm going to have her arrested. This is awesome.
Linda, remember your laryngitis.
Oh, shut up. You know, where's this dame who's posing as me?
I think there must be some mistake. I've heard Miss Marsh sing.
Listen, there's only one Linda Marsh, and I'll prove it. Now get this.
I hardly think that's how Miss Marsh gained her reputation.
It's her laryngitis. If you don't quit screaming, you can get a new manager.
That'll be a pleasure.
If you'll follow me, we'll settle this matter.
Good night, Linda. There you are, my dear. All our troubles are over.
You go upstairs and pack, and I'll say goodbye to Lord Randall and tell him about a quick call to London.
Oh, Miss Marsh, what pineapples for an American town?
I'm afraid everything I do is American.
Is that her? Hey, you.
I'll handle this. I have to apologize to you. This young lady broke in here without my consent. She seems to have an idea that you are not Linda Marsh.
Of course she isn't.
Linda, my dear.
She's right, Lord Randall. Lord Randall, I had to see you. I waited for days in your office. I even tried your club, but this was the only way I could get to see you.
And just why had you to see me?
Because you were the only one who could help Clydebank. I came to London to tell you how desperate the men from the shipyards were, but now that you've decided to give them work, there's no need for me to stay any longer.
I don't know where you got your information, but it's incorrect.
You mean the shipyards aren't going to open up again?
No, I'm afraid not. This evening, the committee and I have decided against it.
But Lord Randall, that isn't right. Those men haven't enough to eat or warm clothes for their family, or a decent place to live. I know them all. They're all friends of mine. They've been out of jobs so long, they're losing their spirit. Building ships is their whole life. You can't take that away from them.
Everything has been considered, I assure you.
You mean you won't help?
I should appreciate it if you'd leave, young lady. Good night.
All right. But I'd promised the boys I'd leave their petition with you. Maybe the writing on it isn't so good, but just remember that every man there has given part of his heart and soul to British living. They've been loyal to their country, and their country should be loyal to them.
Say, are you going to let her get away with that?
If you hadn't forced me to give back all my winnings, we could have given this worthy fellow a suitable reward.
He certainly saved us a long walk back, but I'm in no hurry to tell the men we've failed.
My dear, he might think we are ungrateful. It was very considerate of you, my good man, to offer us this transportation.
I may work for a capitalist, but my sympathies are entirely with the proletariat. I make it a rule never to pass a vagrant.
Vagrant? Vagrant, my good man. I'll have you know you're addressing a member of the upper class.
In that case, you'd better get out and walk again.
No, member. I was just testing you. I'm a member of the party. Drive on, camarade.
Where to, comrade?
Clydebank, camarade. Wonder what's happened.
That telegram you sent. I think we've succeeded. This is awful.
Well done, Sonny. We knew you'd do it.
Please, stop. You don't understand.
It's in the paper already.
Look, he changed his mind. It's worked.
My little talks with Lord Randall seem to have had some effect.